Come join me and my family as we visit an 80s diner. We're also going to get some spring planting and gardening started. We are going to be doing some of the usual, cleaning the house, doing a little freeze drying of some olives, and then we're going to do some meal prepping of some fish on our smoker, and we're going to make a little bit of applesauce and just see what kind of shenanigans we can get into in the kitchen. And then we're going to end the evening with some spinach and artichoke dip pasta. Come join us. Let's see what's cooking. Before we get started on our action-packed day, we wanted to go kick back at this 80s diner called Hungry Like the Wolf. You have to listen to this door. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing we call life. Those are the opening lyrics to Prince's Let's Go Crazy. You got your Phoebe Cates poster from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. All the posters of The Cure, Duran Duran, Culture Club. There's the Breakfast Club mural. And you've got this big screen where they do 80s karaoke on, I think, Fridays and Saturdays. That is a Rickroll reference. It says, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. You walk through the hallway to the bathroom, and it's just a bunch of yearbook photos. And by the way, before I ever go film in a bathroom, I make sure that the coast is clear. But I'm just going to take you in real quickly to the women's restroom and show you the posters on the wall. The men's restroom has like women of the 80s, and the girls' restroom has all the guys. I love the Pac-Man on the doors. There is Duran Duran. There's me. And over here we have, who is that? Tom Cruise, Patrick Swayze, Rob Lowe. There's like a glare, so I'm having a hard time. I think that's Bon Jovi, Rick James, and is that Wham or Miami Vice? Oh, that's Miami Vice. Anyway, you got a big Rubik's Cube chandelier. This place is so cool. There is so much to take in, so I'm just going to insert some photos here. That is a reference to No One Puts Baby in a Corner from Dirty Dancing. Y'all, I was in sensory overload in this place. It's like this place was designed for me. I had all these same posters on my wall, Duran Duran and The Cure, Depeche Mode, Erasure, all my favorite movie references. This place just had so much happening. The menu was unbelievable. If you can zoom in on these names of these things, there's so many play on words of 80s pop culture references. Just so cool. I love this place. They even had Tetris on the booth. Congratulations, you were just rickrolled. I had so much fun here. I cannot wait to go back to karaoke night. It took all my restraint not to jump up and start singing all the time.
Here you go, Olivia. It's gonna start.
Y'all, I was worried that their food would be kind of just blah, like this was a gimmicky place, but the food was subpar. But anyway, this food was delicious. We started out with fried onion rings, mozzarella sticks, fried mushrooms, fried pickles. I got spaghetti. We kind of just split different things. Chloe got grilled cheese. Corey and Olivia split some kind of burger. All of our food was top notch. I cannot wait to go back. I had this bag of apples that has been sitting in the produce drawer of my refrigerator for the past month. I don't know about you, but my produce drawer sometimes becomes the abyss. Things go in and they don't come out for a long time, and when they do, they're not even the same thing anymore. So I wanted to go ahead and salvage these and use them while I can. My family loves applesauce, and this is one of the easiest way to use up leftover apples or peaches or pears, just whatever fruit you have on hand. So right now I'm just dicing these apples up and putting them into the slow cooker. I didn't even bother peeling the apples. There's a lot of good nutrients in the apple skins, and when you cook it down, they puree real fine anyway, so we just left them on. Next, I wanted to add a little bit of sweetener, so I added about 1/4 cup of brown sugar, followed by a little bit of cinnamon and some pumpkin spice. I put it on high, and we're going to let it go for about 4 hours. I just gathered all the apple cores to put into our compost, so we make sure that absolutely nothing goes to waste. And here is our cat Winston saying hi.
Cleaning the stove so you can start the week with a clean stove and end up with a dirty one. Mess it all up.
That's rude. Corey is putting out some corn on our squirrel picnic table that he installed. He put it where I could see it from my recliner so I can sit there and watch squirrels eat all day, and I just truly enjoy that. It's the simple things, you know? Spring is definitely in the air, and we are getting ready. We are working on our garden, and right now we are actually putting some bird seed in our bird feeders. We are so excited to see them come back for the season.
So what we're doing here is I got like a little miniature greenhouse. I got a heat mat. I've got the water tank or the water pan. I got a pod holder, and it's got a roof on it like a greenhouse. So what we're gonna do here, there's 50 of these pods. So I'm not gonna put all 50 of them in. So usually what I do is do like one every other one.
I must be hungry because those look like unfrosted chocolate cupcakes.
Yeah, they kind of do like a brownie or so. And I always got a piece of paper and a pen handy because I've got to mark out what's what on this planter or this greenhouse. A lot of seeds. I got another box somewhere, I think. I just can't find it because my pepper seeds are missing. But these are the kind of ones I picked out for today. So we're gonna do bell peppers, cucumbers, spinach, some lettuce, kale, broccoli, which I brought broccoli, so I don't need that one. Some carrots, some squash, some Romas. The whole family likes the Romas. The small pickling cucumbers, some more pepper or some more green peppers, and cauliflower. So what you do is you just take a couple of seeds, 2 to 3 seeds per pod. And some of these seeds are really small. If you guys have ever done your own seeds, I'll try to put some in my hand and show you. See how these that's cauliflower.
Dang.
So that's tiny. So I put about 3 of them each one. I'll do like 4 cauliflowers, and we'll just keep moving down until we get all these planted. Little pre-drilled hole type thing, right? So I put them in there and I shove them down my pin. That is it. Easy peasy. The hard part is getting them. These are mostly 90% of the time they'll always get started. It's just getting them out in the yard and getting them growing.
Hey, B, now this is not catnip. I don't want you digging these up. Do you understand me? So look at me, because I know in the past you've tried to dig those pods up.
Yeah, she likes to sit in the planter. She likes to lay in the flower bed in the garden.
See, she's not making eye contact with me because she knows she's been busted. Hazel, I know that I've caught you chewing on those little pods before. I need you to give me your solemn promise that you will not be digging these up anymore. Either B or Hazel are promising that they're going to not dig those up.
I make no promises, Mama. I think get like 3 in each one. Got all the pods planted. Now, and I turned the mat on, put this on top of the mat. Now I'm just gonna go in with the water. And I usually just put it in down here and let it, level off itself. So I'll put it in there. And then once that's done, the lid goes on top and takes a couple weeks to germinate.
For part of our meal prepping for the upcoming week, we wanted to smoke some fish on our new smoker. So Corey just followed a very basic recipe using this salmon. He just put a little bit of salt and pepper on each one. He actually used smoked salt to be a little more specific. And then he just put some brown sugar on there. That's it. And then he just kind of wrapped them up so he could let them marinate for a little while before we put them on the smoker. He just put it in the refrigerator for about an hour.
I'm gonna smoke it on 180. Don't need 4 hours, maybe 2. I'm gonna try 2. I'm gonna use a thermometer, a Bluetooth thermometer. There, so I'm gonna stick it in this piece here. This is probably the thickest piece, and we are going to close the lid. I'm gonna plug in the thermometer, and then I'm gonna put the pellets in it. Now, I don't know how fast these pellets burn off. I didn't time it the first time. I might do 2 rounds of pellets on this. I'm still experimenting with this smoker. So, and that's all we've done, right? It's smoke. We haven't baked or grilled or air fried. So, it goes in this little guy here. And all you do is hit the start button. It's gonna pre-warm and all that, and I got an app on my phone for the thermostat or the thermometer, so we'll just keep an eye on and see how good it smoked salmon. Oh, what do you got now, Daddy?
B, do you smell that salmon? Look at Hazel over there.
We were busy doing something, and my timer kept going off. I kept just hitting OK, and it went up to 149. So salmon's done at 140. So this is done. It only took an hour. Alright guys, let's see. Should peel right off the skin, and it does. Should flake apart, and it does. That's some good salmon there, y'all.
The apples have been going for about 4 hours on on high, but they were bubbling like an hour ago, so I went ahead and turned it on low. He's gonna go ahead and mash it with the emulsion blender and then kind of blend it up. I might put some on a dehydrator and make a little bit of fruit leather, some apple leather. That's really good. Okay, babe, are you just trying to be a distraction? What's beeping, babe? Something to do with a smoker?
Yeah, disconnect. I got too far away.
Okay, we got too many things going on.
Try one.
I just brushed my teeth. No, I'm serious.
You just brush your teeth 24/7?
I did just brush my teeth. Are you trying to figure out if they're done or what?
Yeah. I think they need more time.
Okay. Yeah, they should shatter, right?
Yeah, I mean, they bust in half, but I mean, it might be done. Sorry, that's why I wanted you to try it. But.
Well, you can. I trust your judgment, babe.
I'm gonna go a couple hours.
I'm not even in the frame. We just took the onions and the peppers off the freeze dryer, The olives needed to go a little bit longer, so we'll check on those in a couple of hours. That may or may not be included in this video, or if it's not, it might be included in the next video. I swore we made olives before and we did not like them. And I went back through our video footage, and Corey also, when he freeze dries things, he has like a little spreadsheet, and olives was not on there, huh? So I feel like we did it on one of those mystery trays where we had like 100 different things going on. I thought we did like 1 or 2 olives and didn't like it, but anyway, let's show them the onions and the
when
peppers.
I tasted it, it was good. The olive.
Oh, it was? It just didn't
seemed like,
taste all the way down.
maybe still a little moisture in it.
Oh.
When I cut the onions up, I usually don't like separate it. Like if you're gonna throw them in a pan, I just leave them like in a stack. Oh, see, I busted that one because you see they just come apart. So it's kind of a waste of energy and time to try to, spread them apart. And
yeah, they stack pretty nice.
Yeah, so they come apart as soon as they're dry.
You want to make sure that if you have the Parmesan cheese, you save these tops because they go on this isn't the wide mouth, right?
No, it's regular mouth.
The regular mouth mason jars. This is what we're going to put the onions in.
So that was what, 4, but bell peppers are such various sizes. We go to the store, I'd say these are like 4 medium to large peppers. But I think this was like 6 onions, but the onions are not that big.
Layla's like, what are you doing?
You want onion, Layla?
Oh my gosh.
Anybody out there? Want to reach out and touch me? Come on, people. Wake up. What are you, junkie?
Stop. Why are we so dark?
What's
happening? We're doing a taste test of the applesauce, which is delicious. It just, if you can imagine the inside of a pie, or like fried apples except for pureed. It's kind of like a cross between applesauce and apple butter. It's a little bit thicker. That's perfect. Anyway, the olives are also very, very good.
There's the olives. Green.
We're delirious.
See it? Let me show you. See, they'll fall apart like a freeze dry.
I swear I have not had a drop of alcohol today. We are delirious. We are so tired. We've been running ragged in 100 different directions. Now, olives, I would not store these long term because of the high oil content. Could we make olive oil out of these?
I don't think so.
Anyway, yeah, these are just something that we're going to snack on, just keeping a mason jar in the kitchen. And this is a very interesting combination of applesauce and olives.
So if you have a freezer dryer, you should try these. I never thought about it until I saw something on one of the cooking shows on TV.
So you got Kalamata. How do you say these? Kalamata. And then black olives and green. Yeah, they're all really, really good. Highly recommend. To wind down this busy day, I decided to make my family's favorite spinach and artichoke dip pasta. So I put a little bit of butter into a pan along with some garlic, some milk, and a couple of freeze-dried onions. I just gave that a good stir and let the onions rehydrate, and then I had this big old container of spinach that I really need to use up. That was kind of the inspiration behind me making this dinner tonight. As you know, spinach wilts down very small, so we went ahead and did that, and I added some quartered artichoke hearts that I diced up really, really good and just gave that a good mix. Now, I kind of made this like a dip. I kept it a little bit thicker because we also wanted to eat the leftovers as dip, but to traditionally make this into a sauce, you just might want to add more milk or some chicken broth or something like that. I wanted to keep it a little bit thicker, so I just kept letting the spinach wilt down and then just kept adding more and more and letting all the flavors marinate. When all the spinach finally started wilting down completely, I just added a little bit more milk, and then I just started adding all of the sauce ingredients, all the spices, onion, more garlic powder, a little bit of paprika to just give it some zest. I did some cream cheese, about 8 ounces. I used the garden vegetable. Then it was time to make the sauce. I added a package of mozzarella cheese and then stirred that up real good and let that melt. And then next I added some mayo and some sour cream, followed by some Asiago cheese. Y'all, this definitely is not what I would call a healthy meal or a low-calorie meal, but just something that I like to make on occasion for my family. We really enjoy it. We all dipped a couple of chips in here just to make sure that it was seasoned enough, and the family adored it. I added a little bit of crushed red pepper just to give it a kick. Next, I boiled the pasta. We have one of those rotisserie chickens for $5 from Costco. Corey and I wanted meat on ours, and of course the girls did not, so we made it separately and just added chicken to Corey's and my portion. Hands down, one of my family's favorites. I hope that you enjoyed spending the day with us. I look forward to seeing y'all next time. Y'all take care, and God bless.